we can subconsciously keep a reality in place that we don't want. Feeling stuck, feeling worthy, feeling guilty, all that means there's something stuck in the body, in the chakras. The energy isn't flowing. Because when the energy is flowing up to the third eye, to the throat, to the heart, you're in heaven on earth. Sorry, my dog is seeing something. Parts of the video I don't get to control. And whatever that sound is, I just get taken away by Bigfoot. Oh no, that was the last of them. Another YouTuber gone. So, what reality have you been unconsciously affirming into place? Because if you're in a life that you don't want, that means that you've been affirming, you've been spelling, casting spells, thinking words, casting judgments, solidifying things, defining things, and that's what makes it stay the same. Meanwhile, if you could see through the eyes of a child, see everything is new again, be one with the infinite imagination, all things are possible, then that allows your everything to come into place so much more easier. But when you're looking at it not being there, the subconscious is sensitive, and so it's going to continue not to be there. So I learned this the hard way, as do most people. But my whole life I was manifesting backwards. It's like it was craziest at first. I was adopted a bunch of times, and then I was in a family that I perceived didn't have any attention for me. Attention to a child is love. And even after I ran away and moved on with my life, it's like I was still locked in my room, because that's something that would often happen, was my mom would just lock me in my room. So it felt like I was locked in my room, even though I was free. Have a car, have money, have a job, could do whatever I want. But somehow, something is limiting me. So that's when I realized and got into the law of attraction, the law of vibration. And that's what I talk about mainly, which comes from the 7 Hermetic laws. The first one, the most important, knowing that the all is mind. We're programmed to believe in a physical reality, but the all is mind. The second law is the law of vibration, of course. Everything's vibrating at different states. We know this, quantum physics in general. And also vibrational state. So to have or not to have, to be poor, to be rich, to be in love, to be not in love, is all a state of being. There's nothing that in the physical world that can cause that. Maybe temporarily, but not as a state of being. So the third law is the law of correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. And that is pretty obvious. The reality is like a mirror. And as the ancients said it in the Bible, as in heaven, so on earth. So Christians, Jews, all the religions are correct. But over time, any authority can get contaminated. And the message can get telephoned and lost. Maybe bits and pieces of it survive, but a lot of it not so. So I'm not going to get into the other laws today, because those first 3 are the most important, and those are the immutable laws. There's the other mutable laws, but very fascinating. We're living in a whole new world with this information. this information used to be kept away from the common people, and it was only meant for royalty and, the high priests, especially in, the past couple thousand years. We've been controlled by religion state, and yeah. But what you do with this knowledge is you create your dream life. At first, it's going to seem impossible, and that's just something we all kind of have to go through. As mystics, as people that are stepping into something entirely different, at the leading edge, as Abraham Hicks calls it. You are on the leading edge. And with you becoming the best version of you, with you understanding the power of I am, and these hermetic laws, these hermetic principles, we can co-create a totally new world, a super rad world, and you get to be, do, and have everything that you want. But it starts with leaving that state of wanting, leaving the state of ever being in lack. Even if you went through trauma growing up, even if you went through scarcity, even if you're completely broke, homeless, being surrounded by trees is all the richness you need to manifest your dreams. If you can feel into it. Even if you don't have trees, if you're out in the desert, that sand is full of quartz crystals, full of iron, full of ions. So, feeling the richness all around you. There's aquifers, and oftentimes in nature spots. So that's where the vortexes come in play. But there's a lot of different ways to connect with abundance. And all connecting with abundance is connecting with the divine, because that's what you really are. Is infinite bliss, infinite abundance, infinite love, infinite richness. Because that's what heaven is. That's what the heavenly bodies are. Everything that you can have and experience here, imagine all of that at once. But not from something outside yourself, but from something within. And so, meditation is very important. Spending time in nature is a form of meditation. And that is returning to that abundance, to who you really are. The blank slate where everything is possible. To man, there's things that are impossible. To God, to your higher self, to your inner I am, nothing is impossible. So, hope you liked today's video. If you like the theme in the walking in the forest or the topic, please let me know. Other than that, have a good one. See you guys.